depending on how it goes. But I was reading an article that said that you should know how to remotely disable or erase your phone in case it's ever lost or stolen. So I found
Mm-hmm.
some information online about how to do that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if you could walk us through that, or, and my other question is, when would you do either? Like, when would you erase it versus disable it?
Right. Great questions. So you have, I believe, a Mac or an iPhone, correct?
Yes.
So that makes it a little bit easier. So let me see if I can share my screen. So there we go. For those that haven't been reading, to erase or reset your phone, you go to your settings app. I believe it's under general. We'll find out if I'm right. And at the very bottom, transfer or reset phone. And then there's a reset or erase all contents and settings. I think if you erase all contents and settings, it gives you even more things, more settings to do. So, here you go. So here is, you want to erase the apps and data, disconnect your iCloud account, do your Find My location tracking, and then any credit cards you have in your wallet, and then the eSIM, which is how your phone connects to your data plan and cell service. So depending on what you might want to do, you might want to do different things. The main
So
reason you
if
go ahead.
if your phone is lost or stolen, how would you even get to this screen?
Setting, well, if it's lost and stolen, you want to do it through the browser. So but let's see. So say somebody stole your phone, you know, you want put it in the bathroom when you took it out of your pocket to use the bathroom when you forgot to pick it up. So what you would do would be going to your iCloud account. So if you have other accounts, if you have a Mac computer, you could do it under the settings on your Mac computer. But if
Okay.
you're visiting someone and you don't have that, as long as you have access to a computer or your some kind of electronic device. So what is, so we put in that and then sign in. Let's see if this works. Yay. Maybe. There we go. So what you would do is go to your devices, wherever your devices are. Let me see if I remember correctly. Is it under iCloud or is it under here? Sorry, I don't have this memorized. They keep changing things on me. How dare they? No, not that.
Find your devices, yeah.
Maybe. So theoretically, yeah, if stolen your device, you could look it up.
Okay.
Okay, where is my MacBook? And it should show you where it is. So what you could do is mark as lost. So exactly know what that means. That's a good question. So this locks the Mac you'll need your Apple account and password to unlock it. So theoretically, that would just lock your account if you say don't have a backup and you're worried about that kind of device. But I'm guessing you back up your phone automatically to the cloud, which is not as much an issue. So that would be a quick way to do it, but erase the device would wipe all your contents off your computer. So, or phone. So, this is also, you can play sound if you're trying to find your computer or phone or something too. So I guess that would be, I guess the between locking and erasing would be if, say, somebody's like you can still track it, like you can see somebody took your phone and went to New York City, and you want to have the police or someone go get it for you. And then you could track it if it's marked as lost. But if you erase it, you're pretty much saying, okay, it's a lost cause. I won't ever find it again.
So if you erase it, like I'm thinking of the photos, would the photos still be stored on the iCloud and just not on that device, or?
Correct. So if you back
Okay.
up your phone, which most people do, you can see all your photo library would be here.
Mhm.
So it would show you. So if you're seeing your most recent photos and things, you should be all set. But if you're not, then you might want to lock it, say. But you should go in and check that you're syncing and having all that information currently now, so that if it does happen, it doesn't, yeah, you're not stuck. But most people have their iClouds syncing. And Nancy, you would have it say syncing to Google. But well, maybe you don't because
Maybe
you're
I don't. Well, that's, I'm waiting because I've got a bunch of questions. Is that erase, if you get a new phone, would you erase your old phone after everything is, has gone over, whatever?
correct. So the
But
first thing I do when I get a new phone or I upgrade or something, I back up the phone so that when I restore it on the new phone, it has all the information, and then I wipe it. I don't want to trade it in without people having any access to any of my devices.
But how do you get it to not, like, I'm thinking contacts and stuff, how do you get it to not get rid of them all someplace else? I mean, I understand the pictures and well, two questions. The pictures go automatically to the cloud, right? Because I haven't actually said, in fact, my laptop says the cloud, guess it's this one that says the Chrome, the Microsoft Cloud or whatever it's called, is not active because I haven't activated it. So I guess if I wanted to, I guess I should do that. But on my phone, everything's going to a cloud someplace. I mean, like WhatsApp goes to the cloud. And I don't even know how to know if everything else is. But I'm scared, like I've got two old phones that still have contacts on them because I'm scared to erase the whole thing for fear it's going to take it all off my new phone.
That's very good. And I know you're much more privacy focused, so
Yes.
you purposely don't want things going to the cloud.
Yeah, I don't really want them going to the cloud, but obviously if that's the way to do it when you get a new phone, I've got to do it. But
Phone, or if you're concerned about someone stealing something and you not having access to backup, like to a backup. If you're backing up your phone and computer often, whether it's the cloud or a hard drive, then it's less of an issue.
Okay, that brings up another question, but first let's keep going with what Bev wants. But the back up the phone, do I have to actually say someplace back it up?
Yes, so I would think under your settings, it would be similar to how the Apple one is. If you type in the settings in the search bar, if you say erase data, it should appear, keyword should.
Erase data in the, to look for it, you mean?
So
then-
yeah, that would be how to erase it. But backing up your, say, Android, you have a Samsung, right?
Right.
Let's see. Do you type in backup? Does anything happen?
Hang on, let me grab the phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you can back up your account, your phone's data to your Google account. That would include apps and your app data, call history, contacts, device settings, and text messages, photos and videos to Google Photos.
okay, are you looking at something? Because I don't know where you
I
are.
Googled.
Um,
So this is what I'm seeing. So
back up your device. Back up device. Back up my phone. How's that? Oh, well, it depends on type when you can back up your Android. Oh, all right. Tells me right there. Back
yeah, so
back up.
backup with Google, select Google backup.
Where is backup? Okay, where is backup on my phone? Oh, it tells you right there. Okay.
It
So
says
you
right
think I
here.
should do that, huh?
Yes. Granted, you're having your backup in Google, which Google is Google.
How do I
But
back up my Samsung phone even? Yeah.
yeah.
And why do I want to back it up? Because I
So
don't have,
same.
you know, I don't have anything on there. I mean, yes, I have texts and I have contacts on there, but they're
Yeah.
going to be every place, right? They're going to be on my, well, maybe they're not. Contacts
Not
are,
backing,
huh?
not backing them up or syncing in the cloud. They're only going to be on that device.
Yeah, okay, my contacts are not going to be on my computer because that's just texting stuff and phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I should probably back up if I care.
If you care about that
Yeah.
stuff.
But the rest of,
Or if
yeah, go ahead.
settings.
If what?
Like I had come and they had got to know new phone, but the default phone layout was much different than she wanted, so she had to re-download all the apps and like relay it out on her Android. So if that's something you're like, I don't want to deal with it, I wanted to like clone what I had from before, that would be a reason to do that. That's your app and app history and device settings, those two things.
Okay. All right, I'll just think about that.
Yes. It's
Because
there are pros and cons to everything,
well,
right?
the same with the cookies that you were talking about, the cookies. I understand the pros and cons, but isn't DuckDuckGo, they don't hold your stuff, right? They don't do cookies.
I'd have to double check, but I believe that is right. There are certain browsers that don't too. Firefox, Safari, Brave, because they are more privacy focused. Some websites still require them, but they have been able to work around that with their
Does
browsers.
DuckDuckGo have a browser too? It seems,
I don't know that off the top of my head.
I thought they tried to get me on their browser one time, but maybe I was thinking of something else.
It's possible.
But so, all right, so if I bite the bullet and get off of Chrome,
Download DuckDuckGo browser. You are correct.
would that be a good idea? Or should I, because, well, never mind.
And
I
it
mean,
looks like there's a free browser for Android. So if you want it for your phone, you could do it too.
oh,
So it says it's a privacy oriented, so it's probably similar. Um, I've been hesitant ever since Connie shared with us articles about how conspiracy theorists use DuckDuckGo. I've been hesitant to use DuckDuckGo as much. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So the way it goes, their search results are instead of what's most relevant or like credible news, they do what has the most traffic going to it. So it
Mhm.
might not be the most correct
Right.
information, because more and more people are going to websites and things that are conspiracy theories or false information. So if you're trying to get facts and things, you might not want to use
Yeah.
DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, that's what my son-in-law said. He says, yeah, but I want him to give me stuff. So, oh, all right.
There are pros and cons to every browser and search engine.
Hmm.
Because there are advantages to using cookies too. I mean, as annoying as you are, but then you're going to have ads
Yeah,
that,
yeah, well, my computer loads way too slow if I get rid of them.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, I'm living on borrowed time with my computer and Windows 10.
yeah.
But Bev, did you get everything answered? Because I sort of interrupted yours. Do you have more questions on
Pretty
that?
much. Lynn, when you were going over the, where it was, you had an option to mark it as lost, is that the same thing as disabling it?
So it would lock the password and stuff. So let me go back there and look at what it said. Marked as lost. You'll need your Apple account and password to unlock it. So disadvantage is locking your computer. Say, you know, somebody, your computer and or your phone or whatever they did, and they also got access to your Apple account's password and username. And then they would be able to get into your account that way and unlock your computer or your phone. And they would also get the two-step verification because they have your phone, and usually the two-step is your phone, a text message, unless it's a bio, your fingerprint or something like that, or your face, or they have your, 4-digit PIN or 6-digit PIN to unlock your phone. Or if they try to get that information and win. So that is the disadvantage of that. But they would, it looks like, get rid of your Apple Pay, so credit cards. So they would disable your credit cards. So people couldn't pay for things with the phone or whatever device you use. Does that make sense, or am I
Yeah, I think so.
going too much over to say? Oh, so you could remove, no, you wouldn't want to do that, erase this. Yeah, same thing. So, yeah. So yeah, there are pros and cons to everything, I guess. Don't lose your phone.
That's right. Yeah.
So if you have like tickets in your Apple Wallet, would that be backed up too when you do the backup with the phone?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So you wouldn't lose shows or concerts or
Okay.
things like that. And you should be able to access that if you are if you've got a computer and things. Not that you would take a computer to, a venue, but are you and Chuck on the same iCloud account, or you have two different iCloud accounts?
Two different.
Two different ones.
Yeah, if you
Aren't you
maybe
impressed I knew the answer to that, Hun?
What's that?
Aren't you impressed I knew the answer to that?
Yes,
yes,
we each have different Apple IDs.
that's good. Do you have a family plan? If you have a family plan, theoretically Chuck could access I haven't tried it because I'm not part of a family plan, but theoretically, he might be able to get some of your data.
We're not on a family plan that I'm aware of. I never set one up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
I
haven't
didn't
looked
really
at.
see a need for it at the time. Maybe that needs to
Let me
change.
see. Let me see. Screen share right now to check it out. Because I've not played with it. So we'll see. That's a good question. So yeah, if you go to your Apple ID in your settings, family sharing, does it say share your subscriptions and music? Set up screen time. Oh, so yeah, you could restrict things. It doesn't necessarily look like users in Apple iCloud payment details and information about your family group will let you and your family members share subscriptions, purchases, locations. So I'm not seeing anything about like lost things. But he might be able to see where you are or where your phone is, which is also disconcerting if, you know, it's a domestic violence situation.
I think that might be a problem, Chainers.
No.
You're not trying to flee from
No.
each other.
Well, sometimes I think about it, but no, I'm joking.
Yeah. 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 Creating purchases. Location sharing. By my app, a family member can also choose automatically to share locations with their family members. So I would be able to see where the stuff is. But yeah. So there may be pros and cons, but without it doing it, I don't know for sure. But it's a theory.
Lynn, you'd be proud of us. We figured out yesterday how to do AirPlay from our phone to the TV.
I'm so
Whoa.
proud. Nancy,
It feels-
that's when they can cast things to the TV with their phone.
Yeah, you know, I have a smart TV that I never set up. 'Cause I just,
Well, that's not a good thing.
yes, it is, because I didn't want them in my living room. And I mean, it's old. It was one of the first ones that I just didn't know any better when I got it. I mean, I didn't realize, I don't think I knew what a smart TV was. Anyway, but yeah.
Well, we could help you set it up so you could throw things if you look up, if somebody sends you a YouTube video on your phone and you want to watch it on the TV.
Right, and then everybody else can watch it too. Watch all my ongoings and on. Just like, oh, Lynn, you know that, like the rest of you, what happened in chapel yesterday. Apparently, as John was praying, he said something that Alexa picked up, and she tried to do
Siri.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Siri. Yeah. It was like, oh, I mean, they're recording everything.
Or
Not-
listening.
Yeah, well, not just this tech time. You don't know what Lynn does with this after she she leaves.
Yeah,
Um,
but
I have a backup question. My hard drive backup, it's
Yeah.
been going all along, and it usually backs up every day or whatever, and I every once in a while check it. And I just checked it yesterday and found out that it says the last time it was copied was July 17th, which is a week ago.
right.
And then usually it's like the last date. Might I not have made enough changes for it to copy, do you think? Or,
It should still back up even if you haven't really made any changes.
okay, well, then the other question is, that was, and it said it backed up at 12:20, at 12:50 on the 17th, which is when I didn't have power. So I don't know how it backed up at that time. So I don't know if
Right.
that's,
Battery's still working.
oh, thank you. Okay, that's that. Well, all right, so now, since it hasn't backed up since then, I have a choice of either turn it off or run now, and I'm thinking I should click on run now and see what happens.
Yeah.
And see if it does anything. I mean, I've never, even if I've seen that it hadn't backed up for a day, I wouldn't click on that when I looked at it, but now that it's a week. I'm
Mhm.
thinking- And I have 451 gigabytes free.
That
So
was my next question was, are you out of space? And it
No,
doesn't know how.
it says 451 gigabytes out of 931 is free, so that shouldn't be it.
No.
But okay. All right, so
You
then
might want to check your settings and make sure that you're set to back up every day and not once a week.
good point. Yeah, because
I wondered that too.
well, when the power went out, who knows what happened when it came back on?
Well, that may change it. It shouldn't, but your computer will still run on battery while the power's out.
Okay,
But that shouldn't, I don't think, Lynn, that shouldn't change the settings. But I would still double check to make sure that you're trying to back up or that you want it to back up every day, not every week.
yeah, except that the
I mean,
17th,
every week's better than nothing, but if if
Except
you want
that-
every day, then make sure.
but it didn't back up yesterday. It would have been a week, so that's probably not the thing. But anyway, I'll see. Somehow it could have gotten out of sync. I don't know, hopefully. Hopefully
Yeah.
someone's not in there taking it all. Not that I have anything worth, well, yeah, I do have all my stuff on my finance stuff on my computer, but anyway.
Mhm.
Miss Paranoid here.
Lynn, I have a question.
Go for it.
My phone and Bev's too have 4-digit access codes,
Yeah.
passwords, you might say.
Yeah.
I understand that there's now 6-digit codes on the new phones, yours.
Mhm.
Can that be changed on our 13?
Yes.
And if
Mhm.
so, how? Because I assume that a
Um,
6 would be more secure than a 4.
Correct. Correct.
Of course, that means we have to learn the passwords if we do that.
And I still have -4 too. And they're like, just redid my phone or my watch, and it's like, this is not a secure code. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's not. Everybody's different, right? So let's see if I remember how to do this. I believe it's under privacy. Go to settings and go to privacy and security. Maybe not.
There it is.
Maybe not. Nope. Maybe it's under general. Mm. No,
Ah,
you guys might be faster at this than I am. Oh, Face ID and passcode.
Face ID and
Lynn's an
password.
idiot.
Yeah, I just found
Lynn's
it.
an idiot. It looks like you need to enter your current passcode,
Yes.
Okay.
and then
Where is Face ID and password?
Yeah.
so it's
Uh,
under
It's
third
just scroll
section.
down under general.
Settings
below
general.
general.
Okay, found it. Okay.
Want you. So looks like you can reset or turn off passcode or change passcode.
Change
So-
passcode just gets you, gives you 4 digits.
Oh, interesting.
It doesn't give
That's
you a choice to
interesting.
change it to 6.
That's very interesting.
Did you enter your
Huh.
current one?
What?
Did you enter your current one when you said change password and it came up and says enter your current
On your
passcode?
current, okay. Oh, there it comes up as 6, yeah.
Yeah. Once you enter your passcode, then it gives you that option.
It wants to make sure that you are who you are.
Before it allows you to change it.
Okay. I'll have to
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
up a good new password before I do that.
And yeah, the passcode options would make it 4-digit 6 numbers, or if you
Mhm.
wanted an alphabetical code, you could do that, it looks like.
Well, or custom, so does that mean you can have as many characters as you want with the custom or the custom numeric or alpha?
You can use your previous. I don't know.
Because mine doesn't
Yeah,
have,
it looks like it. Look at all those numbers I'm doing. So,
yeah,
yeah,
mine
you're
doesn't
right.
have digits. Mine was, I could do anything I wanted on mine.
Yeah. And you could also change how often you want it to require your passcode. Whether, oh, I guess no, you can't. It wants it immediately all the time. Never mind. Okay, then cancel. But yeah, great question. And yeah, I don't know how, if you guys have set up different glass or face IDs, but, and it looks like you could do alternate appearance if you wanted multiple people to be able to use Face ID on your device.
Yeah, I use Face ID, and recently I changed it to add glasses to it because I frequently have reading glasses on when I'm logging in, and you can do that very easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have they gone, not the phones, but the other companies, have they gotten rid of voice ID? Because AI can easily mask that.
I've not heard of Voice ID. Is that a Android feature?
On my Schwab account, it says use voice ID and then you won't have to go through this. Well, it still says it on the account. I'm not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Yeah.
mean, after they show you how that was really not that person singing, you know, or something, it's like,
Right.
hmm.
And the fact, yeah, they can do
Probably they can't AI your fingerprint, but maybe they can do that too. I don't,
not yet.
not yet, right?
Next week.
Well, and actually faces, they probably can AI. Obviously they can. They did that, right? Didn't they? They showed pictures and you had to guess which person was real.
Yep. Yep. Only getting better and better. But I don't know if you also saw was a feature in the passcode thing that says stolen device protection, and you can turn that on, and that gives you extra layers of security if you're in locations that you're not typically in. So I have that on. Maybe it's a default on. But yeah, good question. Others?
Just to bring you up to date, Lynn, on my RoboForm problem last week,
Yeah.
I put the right password in, and it synced it with my desktop downstairs, and everything is cool.
So no more pop-up.
No. The extensions was evidently were there. And everything seems fine, but I didn't have the password exactly in my head. But I knew it was written down and knew where to find it, so that's what I ended up doing, and it's now working on here, which is great because now when I go to Florida in the wintertime, I take this MacBook Air with me and I'll have all of
Right.
that RoboForm stuff on it, which is what I want.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
Great. Good. Did we get all the questions answered for passcodes and things?
I think so. Charlotte, you don't have any questions lately? You've been awfully quiet there.
I don't have any questions.
Shucks. Where's Bob when we need him?
Yeah. Or Dan.
Yeah.
Ah.
Has Dan been on at all lately?